Major Mohommed Ali Shah, defense expert, still with us on the broadcast to talk more about this. Ali, well, Turkey is very, very quick to punish and attack those who have recently attacked their soil in what is obviously a terrorist perpetration. But, when it comes to India telling Turkey the same thing about sheltering and, voicing their support for a country like Pakistan, it falls on deaf ears.
Absolutely, Vineet. Vineet, on 13th of this month, 13th of November, there was a strike in Turkey as well, where 6 people had lost their lives and there were 80 wounded. Now, Turkey wanted to retaliate in a way, so they went ahead on north of Syria, Iraq. They carried out the air raids, and they say that they are covered by the Article 51 of the UN Charter, which means it's like an airstrike, that they were terrorists waiting to come across, so they wanted to preempt them. But you are right when you say that India has been saying the same thing. Turkey is that is showing a double standard in a way. Yes, and anything on one soil, any terrorist activity. But let me tell you, Turkey themselves are responsible for this action, in fact. So it is, in a way, I would call it self-inflicted. There were images of F-16 fighter jets in the sky at the border, which are US jet planes, which they are supplied to Pakistan. The F-16 are the famous F-16, which Wing Commander, now Group Captain Abhinandan, had given a chase to dogfight to F-16 on 27 February 2019, which he had dropped. So now when a country which actually, it's karma, a country which themselves are favoring terrorism in a way, ultimately the dust comes to bite them, and when they carry out a strike like this, it is quite a, I would say it is our double standards beneath over there.
These are double standards. And what do you think is going to change in Turkey now, Ali? It's been a country which has more or less celebrated its economy on a number of exports, minerals and tourism as well. And during the COVID period, the tourism part of it was completely left out. Do you think that Erdogan has to change his entire strategy now on how he's going to make Turkey a safer place?
See, Vineet, Turkey, which was very much a part of Europe, in fact, and it's a very, very sought after tourist destination.
It's a part of NATO.
Of NATO also, yes. And PKK has been, it's in 1984. This trouble has been on. And in fact, what I see, Turkey, unfortunately, I hope that doesn't happen, but unfortunately, ultimately, a beautiful place which is part of NATO, which is a very sought after tourist destination as well. I know a lot of people who had gone to Turkey recently who are still there in Turkey, in fact. Ultimately, a beautiful place like that will be ripped and torn apart, and there is going to be bloodshed, there's going to be violence, and there is going to be, why is it that, very, very many tourist destinations which are beautiful, and in fact, this happens to them. So Turkey, I hope there is peace and calm over there, but I don't see that lasting for too long, Vineet, and there is going to be a lot of bombing thereafter. That's how I see Turkey as.
All right. Major Mohommed Ali Shah, appreciate you joining us and filling us in with your perspective on this important matter coming out of Turkey.